Hello everyone, this is Cooking with Matthew. Today we're going to be doing some rabbit tacos. I've done butchered me 2 rabbits this morning. Killed them fresh off the farm. This is about 4.5 pounds of what I weighed them on my scales, and between the two it's about 4.5 pounds. I'm going to put them in this little Instapot here. Alright. Let me wash my hands now. Alright, so I've got the 2 rabbits in there. It's 4.5 pounds. Maybe you have 1 rabbit that weighs that much. These was a couple that just wasn't never going to fill out right. So I went ahead and took care of them this morning. So we're going to put 1 onion in here. Put that on top. And I've already measured this fresh oregano out. I'm going to do, I'm going to put 1.5 tablespoons of fresh oregano in here. I've got 1 large cilantro. You can use a jalapeno, I guess, if you want. Well, that's a serrano pepper. I'm going to put 1 of these in there. Fix to see how hot it is first. It's best to test these things out because these things are usually a little milder than a jalapeno. It's got some heat. So I'm going to put that in there. So with me doing that, I'm going to back off on this. I was going to add this, but we're going to back off on that. I done wrote some of this stuff down because I figured out what I was going to put in there. We're not going to put the chipotle in there because that serrano was hotter than expected. I mean, it's not too hot. You know, that was a big pepper, so it was, you know, a little bit bigger than this one. So if you get some smaller ones, you might want to use 2. Always test the pepper though before you start adding it into your recipe, because like my pepper may be not as hot as yours, or maybe hotter. This is a sort of a, I mean, it's not crazy hot, but I can taste it off that one little bite I had. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding some water. That should be good. That's 6 cups of water. I'll show y'all what that's looking like here in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and add, let's see. So half of it, this is going to be 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of salt. I hadn't measured that yet. That's coarse salt, so or maybe it's not. It's a little bit coarser than normal salt, but it's not fine, but it's not like kosher either. So we're going to go ahead and add, I'm cheating here with the garlic today. I'm going to do 1.5 of these. I've already put that on what I had figured out I was going to do. Chili powder, where's it at? Let's see. Chili powder, I hadn't figured out what I'm doing on that yet. Quarter cup of chili powder. Oh, I'm forgetting my tomato paste. Gotta add the 1/4 cup. Okay, so now I get my tomato paste. Thank God. Sometimes these things are hard to find. So I'm adding 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste. I'm gonna get it down in the water. Got most of what I can out of that. Then I might me some poblano pepper here. I may just use one of these. I bought 2. I may go ahead and just put both of them in there. These are very mild peppers. This is just going to give it sort of a, you know, a good flavor. You know, a chili flavor. Pull it off. Throw them in there. Yeah, these are very mild peppers, so there's nothing hot about any of this. Probably feed them the rabbits little pieces. Gonna get them just cut them in little shreds. It's going to be pretty good, I believe. This will be my first time to have rabbit tacos, and be my first time making tacos like this in Instapot. So I'm curious to see how this turns out. You know, I'm a chef, so I do have an idea how it's going to turn out, but because I've been cooking for so long. But we're going to see how it actually going to turn out. I believe it's going to be really, really wonderful. We'll have to wait and see. There's going to be some things I'm going to add once I get towards the end. There's going to be a few things once I get this thing shredded apart. But we're just doing all this. We're going to get all this flavor in this rabbit meat. All this stuff fixing to show you what we're looking like here. That's what it's looking like right there, guys. That stuff's fixing to be some really, really good taco meat. Then I'm just gonna go put this lid on here, and we are going to go to meat stew. High pressure. I'm going to go 2 hours and 1 minute on the meat stew. We'll see what it's like. We'll be back. Y'all have a blessed, or we'll be back. Alright guys, so we're back. This rabbit turned out really good. I'm fixing to put together some tacos. We're going to do a different style tacos though than most of y'all are used to. We're going to do some on the, I'm going to actually grill these tacos a little bit. See, I got some lard in here. I'm gonna put me a little lard on the thing for my oil. Some homemade lard right here, actually. I've kept this refrigerated so it's safe. I think it's supposed to be good outside the fridge, but I kept it in the fridge because I made this stuff. All right, so I got me that going on there. So now I'm gonna take my rabbit meat. We're gonna shred this stuff up pretty good. It's already shredded up. This stuff came right off the bone. It was 2 hours cook time on that stew thing on your on the Instapot. I'll give y'all the recipe here in a minute. So I don't even know I did that little notebook. So I'm gonna get a little bit of zest from the lime there. I got a little cabbage here. We're gonna put a little bit of this in here, just some raw cabbage. Give it a little crunch. Don't want a whole lot in there. We're just gonna put a little bit just to get a little crunch. Then I'm gonna squeeze a little lemon juice or lime juice into the taco itself, and then I'm going to cut up a little bit of serrano because this actually serrano didn't make it as hot as I thought it would be. I probably could have used the chipotle in that, so we'll put some of this in there, and then I got some Gajada cheese. This is a Mexican style cheese. I'm going to sprinkle. It just crumbles up. I'm going to crumble some of this up on it. I'm going to fold this bad boy over, and I'm going to actually. The broth that was left, I'm going to actually dip this stuff in the broth. We'll go over this iron skillet. Be careful, you've seen what this happens. Gotta be real careful with it. Find me a spatula. I got that thing cranked up pretty hot. I put in cilantro in that. I'm going to put a few pieces of cilantro in there too. I meant to do that. Where'd my spatula go? I got a little mess in here. I've been running and gunning all day. Alright, so I'm going to try to clean some of this up now. I've spilled some. So I got that, and this is what it's looking like. Find my notebook. Well, Lord. Alright, so we're back. I got my little notebook. This is the way the taco turned out. You gotta be real careful though with this stuff. You want the rabbit meat sort of hot. If you've cooled it off, you want it to be. You want to warm it up a little bit before you do this, because you're just really just trying to flash this on that flat top or skillet or whatever you got. And I've got this broth. It made a bunch of broth. This can make a soup or whatever, but what I'm gonna do with it is I'm going to actually use that for my dipping sauce. That thing is so good. Alright, so I'm going to give you the recipe now. As 4.5 pounds of rabbit. Now, if you want to use a 4.5 pound chicken, you're more than welcome to switch over to chicken since rabbit's not readily available. 1.5 tablespoons of fresh oregano. 1.5 tablespoons of fresh garlic. 1 each onion. 1 large serrano pepper. 2 poblano peppers. 6 ounce tomato paste. 2 tablespoons of salt. 1/4 cup of chili powder, and then I did 6 cups of water, and that's when I put it in an Instant Pot on meat stew for it set it for 2 hours, and that stuff was falling off the bone tender. I'm gonna show y'all the recipe, and like you can dress that up however you want to, but it's really good to dip it in that little bit of, you got to flash it in that jus real quick and then go on a flat top with it. We did that at some other recipe restaurant I worked at, but this recipe is totally different than what they used. So hope y'all enjoyed what you've seen. If you enjoyed what you've seen, like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, if you want to switch that to chicken, have at it. It's a good recipe, and I'm using this to dip with, and I use the Cajada cheese. Let me see if I can, so you know what I'm talking about. It's going to be this. This is a key ingredient. You're going to need this. You can put whatever else, but that cilantro, that fresh cilantro, and that fresh lime, all at the end that set it off, and that cabbage. So y'all have a blessed day. Till next time, God bless you.